Good morning, students. I hope you're doing fine, taking good care of yourself, maintaining social distance, and observing all the protocols required for these days. And I hope that you're happy and healthy. I'm sure you remember what we did last time. We did the introduction of our first topic of our writing skills. So that was paragraph. We learned what a paragraph is. We just did the introduction and learned and understood what a paragraph is. So today we are learning more about paragraphs, the kinds of paragraphs, how to write a paragraph, and what all we have to keep in mind while writing a paragraph. So let's revise a little, let's recall a little about the paragraph, what it is. It's a group of sentences. And what do those group of sentences pertain to? They pertain to one single topic. It has a clear main idea and supporting information about that topic or subject. And of course, it is a part of a longer composition. Most of the times, a paragraph is just one part of a composition and a miniature essay also. So, structure of a paragraph. What are the components of a paragraph? How we should write it and what all it contains. So basically it is divided into three parts. First is the topic sentence. Topic is the main topic or the main subject. So in the beginning, in the introduction, we get to know what the paragraph is about. That is the main topic of this composition of writing. Then comes the supporting sentence, or it can be more than one supporting sentence. So first is the topic, the introduction about the subject, then come the supporting sentences which gives us detail about the main topic or the main subject, and last is the closing sentence or the conclusion, what we call it. It restates the main idea of the paragraph. Now this should be the structure of the paragraph. This is how you have to compose it. This is one of the methods. First is the introduction or the topic sentence on top. Then fill it up with supporting sentences. You can add 2, 3, 4 layers of those supporting sentences. And last comes the conclusion. And this is how your hamburger's structure of a paragraph is done. Now, what does a good paragraph contain? A good paragraph has unity. That means it has one main idea. So we are writing about one subject. That is the topic sentence. And rest are its supporting sentences which support our main idea, what we are writing about. It's not that incoherent kind of thing like we are giving one topic and writing about something else. No, it should contain the main idea about the main subject. So support are the supporting sentences, the middle portion of the paragraph, supporting ideas, evidences and examples, details. Like we are going to write about one particular topic. We won't go just write about one subject and then divert to another. No, it's not like that. If we are writing about one particular subject, so we have to support our main topic. We have to give such evidences, such sentences, such explanation which support our main subject. Then it should have coherence. It should be coherent. It should not divert from one main topic in language as well as in ideas. Then good language. Of course, if you have good vocabulary, if you know good words, and if you are good in grammar, then nothing would beat you or stop you from writing a good paragraph. So good language is one of the main components of a good paragraph. Grammatical accuracy, where you should have correct punctuation, apt vocabulary and variety of structure. Now, types of paragraphs. What are the different kinds of paragraphs? First is descriptive. C. The word itself tells us descriptive. This word is has come from the word describe. That means we are describing something here. We are describing a place. We are describing an event, or we are describing some thing, some person. So here one is descriptive, where we are giving the description of some thing, some event, or some place. Second is narrative. Narrative is it is usually written in first person, where we narrate about something, where we relate or tell about something. Next is expository. Expository is to inform about something, or to explain, to elucidate on some topic. And last is persuasive, where we persuade a person about some subject or topic. Now let's come to these kinds of paragraphs in detail. Descriptive. Descriptive paragraphs aim to show the reader what a thing or person is like without physical contact. Like we are writing in such a way that the person actually feels what we are writing. Allow the reader to experience the phenomenon, item, or even describe in the detail, as the person would feel as if he's himself or herself there in the event. If in case we are describing an event, so we give such description in our paragraph that the person who is reading it would feel as if he's also witness to that event or present there. Next is the narrative paragraph. Narrative paragraphs aim to tell about a sequence of actions. Their features are, there is always a clear beginning, middle, and end, like in all paragraphs. So it has to be divided in 3 parts. In fact, all paragraphs are divided in 3 parts. So they usually follow a plot line. So we'll be going in detail about these 2 kinds of paragraphs. Narrative, where we narrate something in the first person about some incident or some event. We can narrate, of course we are describing it, but then we are doing it in the first person. Now next comes the expository paragraph. Expository paragraph aim to help the reader understand following a process or a method. For example, if we are telling them about some procedure of some experiment and all, we write it in such a way, we explain the sequence, we explain it in detail, and also give the sequence, like we use words first, second, then, after that. So that is expository kind of paragraph, where we give such description. Provide information, either explaining it or giving instructions. Now persuasive paragraph, again, like I told you, the word itself tells to persuade, to convince some person. Persuasive paragraphs aim to get the reader's reaction, accepting or understanding the writer's position or proposal. Their features are, they often require the gathering of facts and research. Usually rhetorical devices are employed in order to influence the reader's opinion, like we give them narration kind of theories, or we convince them about something, like whatever we are saying, it is correct. It is usually research based kind of a paragraph. Now paragraph writing, how we should write it. Let's go in detail. You know, paragraph is a group of sentences about a single topic, and together those sentences make a proper paragraph which explain the writer's main idea about the topic. In academic writing, like in schools, a paragraph is often between 5 and 10 sentences long, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the topic. Now, parts of paragraph. What all do we do when we write a paragraph? What all things do we keep in mind? You know it, like I said, it's divided in 3 different parts. First is the introduction, second is the middle part, and last is the conclusion. So the introduction is called the topic sentence, which tells us about what the paragraph is about, what the subject of our paragraph is. Then comes the supporting sentences, the details, more explanation about the main topic. And last is the conclusion or concluding sentence, which restates our first topic. Now, the topic sentence, this is the main idea of the paragraph. The topic sentence is the main idea of the paragraph. It is usually the first sentence of the paragraph, and it is the most general sentence of the paragraph. Now, the supporting sentences. These are the sentences that talk about or explain the topic sentence. That means they give support to the topic sentence or the subject. If we are explaining, if we are to talk about some topic, we need some evidence, some information about the subject. So we can't write like anything. We are doing, the subject is one and we are giving details of something else. No, it can't be like that. We have to gather information and we have to gather evidences to support our main idea. So those are the supporting sentences. They are more detailed ideas that follow the topic sentence. Now, the concluding sentence. This may be found as the last sentence of the paragraph. It can finish a paragraph by repeating the main idea or just giving a final comment about the topic. Now, how to write a paragraph? When you sit down upon writing a paragraph, how you can start and how you can end it. First is the paragraph. Pre-writing is the first step. Then writing, editing and publishing, in case you plan to publish it. If you think you have written some good piece of writing, you can even get it published. Like, for example, you have children's magazines, or there is some section of in newspapers where children send their stories and all, so you can get your paragraphs also published. Now, pre-writing, what does it contain? This is the stage when you think carefully. Like, you have been given some subject, some topic about a paragraph, then you frame a picture of that paragraph in your mind and then think about it carefully, what all you are going to write, what ideas what thoughts you are going to put in that paragraph. So that is your first step of writing a paragraph, your thoughts, your ideas about that topic for your paragraph before you begin writing. Now, pre-writing steps, what do they include? There are 6 pre-writing steps. First, think carefully about what you're going to write. Then open your notebook. Whatever ideas you have got, just put them down. You have not started a paragraph yet. You're just putting your ideas, so that when you start writing a proper paragraph, you can use those ideas. Then collect facts related to your paragraphs. Of course, you can go about looking up in dictionaries, in magazines, in newspapers, whatever you are going to write about. Just collect those facts and evidences which support your idea. Write down your own ideas. Find main idea. And then organize your facts and ideas in a way that develops your main idea. So, writing the paragraph. Now, second step is writing the paragraph. The writing stage is when you turn your ideas into sentences, whatever you have done in pre-writing, your thoughts, your ideas, and you have put down them in those points in your pre-writing section. Now you can get down and sit and write the main paragraph using those ideas in the pre-writing steps. So there are 5 steps of writing the paragraph. Open your notebook. Now you open your notebook or paper, wherever you are going to write it. Write topic sentence. First, the beginning, the introduction, supporting sentences and concluding sentences. So just write them down. Don't worry about the sequence. First write them down, then see whether you have written them correctly. Then you can put them in proper sequence. Write clear and simple supporting sentences. Don't go about finding words in the dictionary without knowing their meaning and all. Just keep your writing very simple, which you will understand and which others would also like. Focus on main idea of the paragraph and then use a dictionary to help you find additional words to explain your idea. Now, editing, correcting your mistakes. The editing stage is when you check your paragraph for mistakes and correct them. Grammar and spellings. Check your spellings. Check your grammar. Read your paragraph again. Make sure that each sentence has a subject. And see if your subjects and verbs agree with each other. Like if you are writing the correct grammar, using correct grammatical language, then make sure that each sentence makes sense. See, pre-writing, writing, and then editing. This is how teachers also tell the students when they tell them to write a paragraph. We always tell them to first try to write it on a rough notebook with a pencil, so that you can see for any mistakes in the paragraph, and then when you're satisfied that you have written a good paragraph with correct grammatical English, then you can write in your fair notebook. This is always the way of writing any article or any piece of writing in English. First write, make a thought process out of it, then put those ideas in writing in a rough notebook, and then after you're satisfied with your corrections and everything and editing, then put it in your fair notebook with a pen. Then style and organization. Make sure that your paragraph has a topic. Make sure that your supporting sentences focus on main idea. This is how you put it in a proper order in the end. This is the ending. Now make sure that you have a concluding sentence. So that was all how to write a paragraph. Identify the subject, then write about the subject in the topic sentence. After that, get evidences and information about that subject, then so that you can use them in your supporting sentences. And last is the conclusion, where you can repeat the first topic sentence, or you can end it in a very beautiful manner, so that the reader has a lasting effect of your paragraph, of your beautiful paragraph. So this is how you put a paragraph in writing. It's not that ma'am gives you some topic and you just, without thinking, you whatever comes in your mind and you start writing about it. It's not like that. Think about it. Think about the introduction. The introductory part should always be the attractive part. So you can always use some quotes and all, so that the reader keeps on reading your paragraph and gets attracted to reading your paragraph. So this is how you should put it. Don't go just about writing anything. Think about the main idea, think about the main subject, then sit down to write a proper paragraph, dividing it into 3 parts of introduction, then middle part of supporting sentences, and in the end give it a beautiful conclusion. So that was all about a paragraph. Now we go to kinds of paragraphs we have to do.